September 12th, 2025. These figs were picked yesterday on 9/11. These are Crozes. These are picked off of my in-ground tree, and they probably could have been picked, maybe 3 or 4 days earlier. These actually are beginning to dry on the tree. The wrinkling neck and the translucent neck. You can see it starts to get to the point where you can almost start to begin to see through it. And after you refrigerate them, you notice that a little bit less than I did yesterday when I cut these. So this is a consistent fig for me. I'm a big fan of the Etnas. I went out yesterday and I was eating some dried on the tree Campagneri, some Vertolinos, a few brown sugar crunch, all just beautifully ripened, and none of them could touch the Crozes that I had yesterday. So I'm assuming these are going to be pretty good as well. I'm really lucky because I have a tree that I rooted from my mother tree that seems to be producing around a week, maybe 10 days even earlier than the other typical Etnas do. So I don't know if I have a sport or what's happened, but it's beating the mother tree by about a week, and they're growing about 20 feet away from each other. So I'm hoping it's a sport. I'm going to have one of my buddies grow a few of them out, and we're going to test it to see if it consistently is a little bit earlier than the other Etnas. I know Lou Monte has one that he raves about in his yard, and he says it's always earlier than the rest, and maybe this Crozes is my example that's like that through epigenetics. Let's give her a try. I pretty much always taste strawberry with a little raspberry on these. This one here, it's moderate sweetness, very light seed crunch, delicious. Skin is very, very delicate on these. You can see you just rub it back and the skin just peels right off. So the skin is very, very delicate. This is really beautifully ripened, and I absolutely love Crozes. But I love all the Etnas. And my take on the Etnas is if they are perfectly ripened, and I've got a plate, for example, of Crozes next to a plate of Red Lebanese Baca Valley or Black Creek Marius, Sangue Dolce, any of the 9 that I grow. If I've got a plate of one next to the other and they're all perfectly ripened, I don't think anybody can tell them apart. They're all that good. So I'm looking for something that makes the variety a little bit better. The Crozes figs seem to be a little bit larger than Azores Dark, aka San Miguel Rocho. So the bigger the better as far as I'm concerned. And for me, my particular tree seems to be coming on really early. So that has me super excited. And Crozes, the Etnas, grow one. Doesn't matter which one. If you can find one that for some reason has a little bit better growth than the ones around it, choose that one. All right, we're down at the orchard, and this is my in-ground Crozes. This is why I'm so excited about it. Once again, if you grow an Etna, you know that these are pretty good size Etnas, right? Those are good sized. But you can see how many are in there, right there. I picked 6 off of it yesterday. Look at this tree. There's a chance to potentially ripen the whole crop here. Wow, those look so good. Look at that. That's just one section of it. When we get over here, look at another section of it. You can see that's drying on the tree. So this is how you tell you have a fig that's ripe with the Etnas. Okay. See how it's shriveling the neck? It's super, super soft all the way up to the stem. So this is the neck, this is the stem. The little hard woody part is the stem. And when you see that dark purple all the way up, then you know your fig is perfectly ripened. Now, if you see something like this, where you see a little bit of green. See that green up on the neck where it attaches to the stem? That's not drying on the tree. You can still eat that. You can definitely dehydrate that, but not ready. See how green that one is? So if you're picking them and they have that green, they're not ripe all the way. They're still ripe enough to eat, but they're not drying on the tree ripened. Okay, here's one. Get some cracking going on there. See how that red is going all the way up to the stem? That's ripe all the way. So this is my Croz, and like I said, I don't know if this is a sport of my mother tree, but it sure is producing a whole lot better than the mother tree. And I've got some suckers down there that I'm going to let grow out. Hello, Sasha. She just chased the buck off underneath the tree eating apples. So let's go up to the mother tree just quickly and just see the difference. See those? And they have that green. They're not ready yet. There's only a couple that have colored. So clearly the sport, if this is a sport, is better. And we'll be testing it out to see if it really is a sport of this mother tree. But Croz, real pleased with it. Look at that. That's a fig raisin. Just delicious. Croz is a wonderful Etna. I'm all on board with it. I'm on board with the sheer number of figs. I picked 6 off yesterday, 2 today, so that's 8. And boy, they'll be coming on like crazy. I don't know how many are on this tree, but there are a lot of figs on this tree. Croz, a wonderful Mount Etna. Is there really a bad Mount Etna, though? I don't think so. Okay, we'll see you on the next one.